What's missing before we go into analysis?
Yeah, I think that edge up front, that front five, that scrum. The rumour was they're trying to sign Stephen Kitchoff, the Springbok prop, a couple of weeks ago. You can see why. And the scrum was their Achilles heel against the Ospreys.
And that was the story here as well. Like, I mean, they were struggling with the injury. It was bad luck.
Well, yeah.
Anyways.
Look, this is the worry for them going to Claremont. I mean, they lost Bradley Roberts after half an hour, and the scrum got in all kinds of trouble. Now the young hooker came on, Tom Stewart, so I wouldn't really blame him. But you know, they've got some decent props there, and this is the area that the Ospreys, in fairness, did a job on Munster as well. So the Ospreys are well drilled. But you see, Marty Moore has to leave the field. Tom O'Toole comes back on, and it looks like Marty was injured. So I think Dan McFarland will have serious worries around his ability to get a good set piece. And you know, when you go to Claremont or any of those big teams in France, if your scrum isn't rock solid, it becomes very difficult. There's Tom Stewart going off, so they should have Rob Herring back and probably John Andrews. But you know, Jack McGrath, in fairness, is just back after 13 months.
Yeah,
so he needs games, and it's great to see him back. But when your scrum is suffering like we see here on these clips, a week out from a big Champions Cup game, it's very worrying. And Dan coaches the scrum himself, but he's got some big problems to fix.
Yeah, I think they've a huge reliance on Ian Henderson. He's captain of the team. He's a double British and Irish Lion. He is the fulcrum for them. Now he's missing. He's going to be missing again next week, and you know, it's a problem that Ulster have had for a long time, and they've failed to fix it. I mean, they now have some really good backs. I think probably a little bit over-dependent on Stuart McCluskey. So I also think there is an element, and the opposition know what's coming. If they can stop McCluskey bossing that gain line.
Which happened in this game.
Yeah, it did. Now, to be fair, he had a couple of very good carries. I think his skill set has improved. His offloading has improved immeasurably. But there is a knowledge within the opposition. If you can stop him gaining that advantage, then Ulster find it very hard to continue the momentum.
Well, they had Coetzee last year, so you know, Coetzee and McCluskey was their main source of go forward. And then when Hendo played, Henderson got you go forward as well. So the moment, as Donal said, Henderson's missing. Dwayne Vermeulen, unfortunately, had a clause that he could play for the Babas. Now he's arrived in Belfast with COVID, so he's not going to be there. And you just wonder how are they going to get on the front foot? With you know, I totally agree. Their outside backs are really exciting, but if your forwards aren't able to get you over the gain line, we spoke about Leinster having that variety of ball carrier. At the moment, that Ulster pack look a little bit lightweight.